Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am a little bit behind on the spring fragrances, but for a justifiable reason. What I wanted to do was I wanted to bring you guys my top spring list once the weather actually broke and when spring actually hit, it was still cold here. We actually had snow, hail, all of that stuff, you guys. I don't consider that as springy, and it did not put me in a springy mood, so I was just not ready to spill that tea yet. But now we are in the 70s here in Ohio. You guys, low 70s, but still 70s, which is very pleasant. The weather, I think, has broke for this season, and I'm ready to pull these out. And I actually have worn a couple of these within the last couple of days, so I am ready to go ahead and pull them out. But before we get into this list, be sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so, and also be sure to click the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload or release a new video. So without further ado, let's get right into these banging spring fruity perfumes. So this first one is from the House of Bvlgari. This is from the Omnia collection, you guys. And Omnia collection has been out for quite a while. It being out for quite a while, it is definitely on the discounted market, but we'll talk about price in a minute. But this is Bvlgari Omnia Coral. This right now is my favorite one from the whole Omnia line. I did just try the Mary Catrenzu. I believe that was the latest release from the Bvlgari line. That one was an eau de parfum. And a lot of these from the line are actually eau de toilette. This one is eau de toilette. But you guys, this one is perfect for spring. This is a little citrusy, but it's definitely fruity, musky, very, very soft florals. Very, very pretty fragrance. And oh, wow. It is a little bit citrusy, but it's so pretty. And this really develops good on the skin when the weather starts to warm up. This could also be worn as a summer fragrance because this works well when it's kind of warm outside, but I could not wait to pull this out, and I just keep getting wafts of this while I'm moving my hand. This is such a beautiful fragrance. Very inexpensive, very bright, zesty, fruity. A little bit of a tardy berry scent on the top, but it's definitely a really, really pretty fragrance. And this Bvlgari Omnia Coral, it's not a really long-lasting fragrance, but it still has a nice kick to it where you can smell this for about 4 hours on the skin. But when you hit your clothes, this lingers. This is a really nice, bright, fruity, citrusy perfume. Definitely one of the best from the line. Right now, my favorite from the line, and this one again is Bvlgari Omnia Coral. Check it out if you have not done so already. These fruity fragrances I'm gonna talk about today, they go ranging from low end to high end. And the one I just talked about, the Bvlgari Omnia Coral, this fragrance is priced very well. It has been out for a while. This is still available in the department stores at full price. Would I pay full price for this? No, because it's been out for too long. You can get this for a really good deal. Definitely a beautiful fruity scent, fruity, musky, bright, citrusy fragrance for spring. So this next one that I'm going to talk about is from a niche house. This one is from Perfumes de Marly, and it is costly. One word for me is a white peach. That is what I get, almost like the fuzz of the peach is what I smell with Costly. This is a very, very nice, long-lasting fragrance. It is an eau de parfum. This is an effervescent fragrance that lingers and lingers. Really, really love this. This is one of my favorite from the House of Perfumes de Marly, and this one is Costly. Definitely check out Costly if you have not done so. I will have all of these fragrances linked down below, so be sure to check out my description box below, and I'll have all of these fragrances linked. But again, this one is Costly from the House of Perfumes de Marly. Okay, so moving right along. This next fragrance, I just acquired this. I picked this one up. It was a blind purchase, but boy, I tell you, this is a beautiful blackcurrant and jasmine perfume. And this one is from the House of La Jochenie, and this one is Linacent. This is a flanker to La Jochenie Lamoureux, which is in the black bottle. The color of this bottle is very befitting to the scent, and it does actually resemble a fragrance from Armani, Giorgio Armani. It is Armani Si Passion and Si Passion Intense. It also has a resemblance to Valentino Donna's Born in Roma, but you guys, this one is like right dead smack in the middle. Now, I do actually own all three of those fragrances when I own this one, so that makes 4. They are similar, but they are different enough for me to still keep all of them. When I seen this was released, I was really not in the market to pick up another blackcurrant scent because I have so many fragrances of blackcurrant. Wow. I have so many fragrances that has the note of blackcurrant that is in the same genre as this fragrance, but I love the Lareese so much, I had to go ahead and get it. And this fragrance is only $45. I could not beat that. So I said, even if I don't like it, I still want to try it because I do love the original pillar, which is Lareese. This one is Linacent. And Linacent as in innocent. And you guys, this is like a silent assassin. It creeps up on you and you just keep getting wafts of blackcurrant and jasmine. Definitely a slightly woody base, but a really, really pretty fragrance. This one again is from the house of Les Joachini, and this one is a Linacent. This is in the form of eau de parfum, and it does come in an 85 ml, and it is $45. Definitely the best value fragrance that I'm going to show you guys today. But this one again is from the house of Les Joachini, and this one is Linacent eau de parfum. So this next one is from the house of Bond Number 9, and this one is Bryant Park. Oh, Bryant Park. This one is so unique. Now, what I get from Bryant Park, you guys, is like a raspberry hard candy dipped in orange juice. I know that sounds strange, but whenever I smell this, I literally get the scent of orange juice and raspberry hard candy. Has a little bit of patchouli and rose. So this is like a raspberry rose orange juice. And that's one thing about the Bond Number 9 fragrances, you guys, is that they are really unique. That house stands on its own. That house creates fragrances that are one of a kind. That house has fragrances that, has very, very good lasting power. Bryant Park is like a fruity floral. I believe it is a floral sheep. This one is an eau de parfum. This is the 100 ml bottle. And I really, really enjoy Bond Number 9 fragrances. Yes, Bond Number 9 is expensive, but a lot of these fragrances, you guys, have been out for so long that you can get a really, really good deal on these Bond fragrances. Is this worth the price? Now, it just depends on your collection. It depends on the scents that you like. But in my opinion, I wouldn't pay $400 for this bottle or $330. No, but it is still a beautiful fragrance. One of a kind. I have never smelled a raspberry rose orange juice perfume. So pretty. So pretty. Yeah. And it lasts as well. Now, it dries down rosy, but it also has a slight bit of patchouli in it where the patchouli kind of smells a little earthy after it dries down. By no way, shape, or form is this masculine. It is definitely a feminine scent, and it does have a lot of pink around the top too, so that gets okay. But definitely a beautiful fragrance and offering from the house of Bond Number 9. One of my favorite out of the collection. Perfect for spring, perfect. Even going into summer. But I will stop at all of spring and going into summer. I kind of will put this down because of that patchouli notes. I don't want it to turn too earthy on my skin. In the real warm weather, I don't want to be able to pick up that patchouli. But again, this one is from the house of Bond Number 9. This one is a Bryant Park eau de parfum. This next one is a very common household name. It is from the house of Marc Jacobs. This one is Daisy, Oh So Intense. Now, there is a gazillion Marc Jacobs Daisy flankers, guys, and I don't even gravitate towards anything from the Daisy line because there's so many, way too many. Now, this one, it being Oh So Intense, because I do have the original Daisy, and I really like the original. I love the strawberry note in the original Daisy. And when I seen the Intense version, I picked that up and I smelled it. And it was a love at first sniff. This Daisy, Oh So Intense, is the original Daisy amplified. It's the original Daisy with benzoin. It has a little bit more of a resinous base, almost ambery in the dry down, which I really, really, really like that. Now, that is how it differs from the original Daisy. The original Daisy dries musky, like soft, delicate musky, but this one dries with a little bit of green, almost like I can pick up like a fern, like a scent of fern. That is what really separates this one from the original. This one is more resinous, a little bit more ambery smelling, dries down more green as well. But still, you definitely can pick up the original Daisy, but this one is a little bit better than the original, and I really like the original. So Daisy Oh So Intense is a perfect fragrance for spring, ready to pull out. This one and the original. but I do choose this one over the original when it comes to spring. So again, this one is from the House of Marc Jacobs. This one is Daisy, Oh So Intense. Okay, so moving right along, this next one is from the House of Jo Malone. I just picked this one up. This one is Nectarine Blossom and Honey. This is in the form of eau de cologne. Concentration is a little bit less than the eau de toilette, but you guys, this one has some really, really good lasting power. This is green, this is fresh, this is fruity, nectarine. This is such a pretty scent. Now, of all the Jo Malones that I smelled, this one really stood out to me. I really, really like this one. And I can see myself wearing this quite a lot. I've already worn it several times since I have picked it up. But this Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom and Honey is a light floral, fruity, green, fresh scent. Really like this one. And I also like to layer this one with the body lotion, the body cream. Definitely a beautiful scent to pair with the lotion. This one does last me probably about 3 hours if I just spray it on my skin without adding the lotion. But when I add I keep saying lotion, but when I add the body cream, you guys, I really get 6+ hours out of this. And this scent lingers. This is such a pretty nectarine scent. Definitely one of the best in my collection for spring. So check out Nectarine Blossom and Honey if you have not done so. Definitely a beautiful scent for this spring. Try her out. Okay, you guys, so moving right along. This next one is the best out of the fruits. This is number one. I did mention that I was not going to put them in order. I was just picking them up, but I knew to pick this one up last because this one is my favorite. And this one does not get all the love and praise that she deserves because she deserves all. She deserves her flowers right now, literally. And this one is from the House of Michel Germain. This one is Deauville. You guys. You can see it's like the lettering is rubbing off, but this is a beautiful, powdery, lilac, musky, fruity perfume. This smells like apricot. I just get the scent of apricot in this one. And I actually stumbled upon this one, not even really thinking anything of it. I just blind bought it. I bought it a couple of years ago, probably about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago now. I just blind bought it. And was I surprised when I got home with this fragrance. This Deauville fragrance was discontinued, you guys, but they just re-released it not too long ago. And now I do believe they offer it in a 5-ounce bottle. This perfume is so good. This is something that I would actually buy the 5-ounce bottle once it's gone. Now, this bottle is still quite on the full side because I really only like to wear this in spring because this is when you'll get the full gist of this fragrance. This is the type of fragrance that you wanted to air out. So what better time than spring with a nice breeze to wear this perfume. So yes, this is number one. This is at the top of the list. Definitely a beautiful powdery. When I say powdery, not like a powdery like baby powder, but like a touch of a floral powder. Really nice, delicate, sweet, musky cedar, like a soft wood like cedar, and it's really, really pretty. So this one again is from the House of Michel Germain, and this one is Deauville. Definitely try to get your hands on this one. You guys, this is such a beautiful scent. And yeah, really, really love this one. This is number one out of my spring choices. Deauville, France from Michel Germain, Eau de Parfum. So you guys, getting into these spring perfumes, my actual spring fruity perfumes, these are fragrances that I really, really like to wear on a regular everyday basis. So out of these 6 fragrances, I will pick these up on a regular. These are easy reach, no-brainer type scents. Neither of these are cloying. Neither of these are like beast mode. These are really nice, subdued, beautiful, fruity scents. They all have a nice complexity to them, as well as like a nice sense of maturity to them, meaning not old-fashioned or old lady, but very, very fresh, very, very alluring, beautiful, slightly delicate fragrances. And then that's what I really, really love to wear in the springtime. So thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.